G'day, I'm Scott Gibbons, proudly an ambassador for the Danii Foundation. I'm with Barnaby Howarth, who is also an ambassador for the Danii Foundation. G'day, Barnaby.
Hello, Scott. Proud to be an ambassador too.
Now, tell me about your workshops and things that you do.
So I went on the Danii cruise, the first Danii cruise ever. So I've got a huge amount of respect and drive for the Danii Foundation and what they do. So I recently held a speech in Canberra. I tried to raise money for the Danii Foundation. I stayed in the house of Philip McKeough and his girlfriend Sarah, fiancée Sarah, who were on the first Danii cruise. So it was a real moment, real buzz. That's the word.
Buzz.
But the community fundraiser was sensational. I just loved spreading the word.
That's fabulous. Now, there's other things that you do as well for the Danii, because you are incredibly generous. You do a lot of things for yourself where you help other people. But tell me some of the other things that you do for the Danii.
So I try and help Danii wherever I can. I'm a keynote speaker and I offer free speeches as much as I can to try and help Danii. I did that one in Canberra, which was specifically to raise money for the Danii Foundation, alongside Greg Lee in Canberra. So that was another one. I do it as much as I can. Whatever they tap me on the shoulder, I do whatever I can. You
do. Now, importantly, tonight, how good is tonight?
Tonight is ridiculous. I was speaking to a bloke before. He said there's a real buzz in the room tonight. It's a shame that Donna and Brian can't be here with us tonight, but there's a real buzz of freshness and something different. So I'm really excited.
That buzz is the Barnaby, by the way. Now, tell me, Donna, you mentioned that Donna and Brian aren't here. Now, Donna and Brian are amazing people. They created the foundation out of total sadness, but they did it and they've helped so many. Now, what is type 1?
Type 1 is a condition where the cell in your pancreas that makes insulin basically stops working. So you have to have your insulin manually, which I do through my Medtronic insulin pump. So this thing delivers my insulin every day, 24/7. So diabetes basically means you don't produce your own insulin naturally. It means you need it manually.
But they're not cheap, are they?
They're not cheap at all. They're about $8,000 each, which is a large part of what Danii does to try and get kids, Australian kids and their families who can't afford the price tag, helps them get scholarships and things to get pumps on those kids that need them.
Exactly. Barnaby, you are a superstar. Thank you for joining us tonight. You have a great night, and thanks for bringing along Julia and Imogen.
Thank you, Scotty. I will.